Okay, in this video we're going to go over reformatting the SanMar spreadsheet to get it ready to be used in the catalog builder. Now, one of the first things we want to do is get rid of all this top information across these three rows here, and we want to get rid of these macros here, buttons. Now, I'm not in Excel, so the macros really don't work in here. That's all right because we don't want them to work. So we want to get them out of there. And then we want to go ahead and do this. Now, this happens to be the latest SanMar that I have. I don't have the other ones, but they should be the same. And now, so what we want to do is we want to delete rows. We want to delete those rows out of there. It's going to delete them. Now we've got up here, we've got page, description, style, and color, case size, and all this stuff that we're going to relabel, kind of move a few things around. Okay, in the spreadsheet here, like I said, we need to do a few little things here, but there's a couple things that we can't do in Excel, LibreOffice, Quattro Pro, or any of the other normal spreadsheet things that I have found. And so you're going to need to get a utility, and I'm going to put a download link to it, or not download link, but I'm going to put a link description so you can go over there and download it. But it's a utility called Ron's Editor. Now it comes in you can download it and use it for free. It does have some limitations in the free, and I'll go over that as we get into that. But anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is, you notice up here at the very top, we got a cost, default, things, all this kind of stuff down through there, all the way to the end, and we don't need any of that beyond cost. So we're going to go ahead and just go there, and we're going to delete columns, and we're going to get rid of them. So we come in here, we got our cost, our case size, we don't really care about. We're going to get rid of that. And we've basically come down to this. So we're going to start off with the very first one. I'm going to spread this out. I got column A in here, and I'm going to name it category. Okay. Now you'll notice this is not the same place that it's at in the one when you did it for alpha, or when you watched alpha. And here we're going to do page, description. We've got a C column here we get rid of. Delete that column. You can just copy this if you want. Up there. We're going to have style, same thing. Color. And then our cost is that we have in there. Now there's going to be some other fields that we need to put in, but we really can't put them in right now. because of something that we've got to do in Ron's. Now, so we're going to go ahead and take this out. We're going to take this last row out. We're going to delete that row out of there. So now that we just got the top, and this where it says page number, we're just going to take that to page. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to save it as a CSV again. So we want to take and text CSV right there. And I'm going to leave it this, for right now, this 2019 Easy Update Column Price CSV. We're going to save that. Okay. And we're going to use text CSV and Western. Now, like I said, there'll be different ways you go through with different ones. So we're gonna drop out of the the LibreOffice here, and we're gonna bring up Ron's with the CSV that we just created. Okay, so we're in Ron's editor, and we're going to open up the file that we just saved out from LibreOffice, or it could have been Excel. If that's all you have, we're going to bring that in, and you'll see that this is what we have that we had when we were over in there. Now, if you remember right, there was a way we had to set up with the style numbers and everything else in the alpha format to tell the problem. It's a little different here. SanMar has benefited us by leaving a blank row in between every product. And the software, when you build a catalog file out of this, it uses that blank line to determine that it needs to write all the information for a particular product and move on to a new product. But SanMar also throws us a curveball when the fact that they just love to put the size and the colors together on the same column, and we have to split that apart. You really can't do that in LibreOffice, Quattro Pro, Excel, that I am aware of. If anybody out there knows how to do it, where it's not like jumping through hoops, let me know, but I have not been able to find it. So anyway, I think it's up here under columns. We click on columns, and we've highlighted the color column, and we click on columns, and we come down here to split. And hang on, I think I clicked sort. Come up here to split, and it's going to want to know for what. Well, what we want to do is we want to split the colors, okay, and we want to split on a space. So just on the regular expression, click in there and do a space, and that's really it. And we're going to do split, and you're going to see what happens here. What it has done is it has split the columns so that we've got the sizes in one column and the colors in another column. So what we're going to do up here, we're going to take up where it says, let me go back. We want to come in here, select the color column. We want to come up to this, and we want to edit columns. And up in the name, we want to change that to size. And under this one that says new split column, we want to select the entire column, come up to edit column, and we want to change that to color. Okay, we're going to update that. Now, let's insert a couple of columns after, and we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's insert 3 of them. The first one here, I'm going to name it. Come here and name it brand. Okay. Now there again, like Alpha Broder gave us a brand, but didn't give us a category. SanMar gives us categories, but doesn't give us brand. So, but we still need these columns in here. This one here, we're going to rename vendor. We're going to update that. And this one here, we're going to rename year. Okay, and we're going to update that. Now, there's one thing that we have on here. This is Ron's Editor Lite, which is the free version of it. As with any software, I recommend, if you can, to go ahead and purchase a license for it. I can't remember exactly what it cost, like 39 bucks or something like that. But if you can, go ahead and purchase it from him and support him. If not, the free version will work, but it does have a limitation. It will only save the first 1,000 lines. And with these spreadsheets, you can see in here we got 3,602 lines. The SanMar, we have more than that. There is a way around that initially. If it's the first time you use it, they have a 30-day trial, okay, that you can try the Pro for 30 days for free, which will allow you to save it for over 1,000 lines. The other way to do it, there again, is to select everything by clicking way up there in this corner right here. And you'll see that it selects everything. Okay, select everything there. And then come down here and do a copy. And now what we want to do is we want to open up Excel or Libre or something like that. And we're going to bring this over here. And we're going to come in, we're going to do a file, new blank. Come up here in the A, click, and click paste. And now we have the full 3,000 lines in there, okay? So once we've done that, now we want to do is we do file, and we want to save as. And we want to save it as, let's see, and here's CVS. And of course we want to save it over in our, I've got a lot of folders, people. We'll save it over here. We're going to save it as SanMar. We will save it in the SCS Catalog Files folder and save it as SanMar CVS, or CSV. Excuse me. Keep thinking of the pharmacy. Okay. And so we want to save that out. And so now we have all that set up. This is really all you need to do. So the hard part of the SanMar is separating this. Well, trust me, go get Ron's editor. It's the way to do it. I'm telling you. I used to do it all by manual, and it would take days. Ron's editor does it like that. So if you're going to be updating your catalogs, you're going to, in your SanMar, it's worth it. If you're using some other vendor out there, depending on what you've got to do to make it fit into a SanMar or a alpha format, it may or may not be worth it for you to get rods. But definitely, if you're doing SanMar, get rods. Okay, it'll save you a lot of headaches. So that's really it. The rest of this we'll take care of inside the program, and we'll take over that in another video. Thank you.